Welcome back. Today we're making this layered angel food cake. We're going to start off by preheating our oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit and lining 3 7-inch or 8-inch cake pans with parchment paper. Be sure not to spray them with any grease. You need them to be nice, clean, and dry for your angel food cake to rise properly. Next, we're sifting together our dry ingredients, which include 1 cup of cake flour, 1 1/4 cups of powdered sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Once those have been sifted into a medium bowl, we're going to set it aside and separate 10 egg whites. Normally I'm a fan of using cartoned egg whites in cake recipes, but for a recipe like this you really need fresh egg whites for your cake to turn out properly and super light and fluffy. We're going to add those egg whites into our stand mixer along with 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of warm water, 1½ teaspoons of cream of tartar, and 1 teaspoon of lemon zest. We're going to mix this for about 1 minute on a low speed just to combine all those ingredients, and then we're going to increase the speed to medium-high. As this is mixing, we're going to gradually add in 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and we're going to continue to mix until soft peaks have formed, and the mixture should actually quadruple in volume, which seems crazy, but you can see it happening right here. You want to keep mixing until you've reached soft peaks, which should look something like this. Once you get to this point, it's time to slowly fold in our dry ingredients. I like to do this with a rubber spatula, and I do it in 3 additions just to make it easier for the flour to incorporate with our fluffy egg whites. You want to mix until your flour is incorporated, but you want to stop just as soon as that happens because you don't want to deflate this mixture. You want all that air to stay in your batter so that your cake layers bake up super nice and fluffy with that classic angel food cake texture. So overall, the batter will deflate a tiny bit as you mix it, but it should still be really fluffy at the end. You know your batter is ready when you can't see any more streaks of flour, but it's okay if there are a few small lumps in there. The cake layers will still bake up just fine. At this point, you want to divide your batter evenly between your prepared pans. Remember that they're not greased. You can smooth the batter out with the back of your rubber spatula and then pop these into your preheated 325-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. You also want to let the cake layers cool fully in their pans before assembling your cake. To frost this angel food cake, I'm using my favorite stabilized whipped cream frosting, which I have a separate video on, and you can watch how to make it by clicking the link in the upper right corner. So after spreading an even layer of our whipped cream frosting, I'm adding a bunch of different fresh berries. And you can really use whatever berries are in season or you have near you locally. I'm using strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. I'm pressing these into our cream cheese frosting, and I'm being sure to add a lot around the edges because this cake is actually going to be naked. We're not going to be adding any additional frosting to the sides. So what you're going to be able to see is just a little bit between the layers, so having a lot of berries there makes the cake look even prettier from the sides. Once all 3 of my cake layers were stacked, it's time to decorate the top. And I really want to keep this simple and elegant just because the berries themselves are already so beautiful. There's not too much extra work you have to do. I made a big pile on top of the cake with the same berries and then added a light dusting of powdered sugar to really help them pop. And just like that, our layered angel food cake is complete. This cake is a little bit difficult to cut into, so be sure to use a serrated knife to get a nice clean cut. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon.